Sisters. Hello, everybody. It's like I forgot how to talk. I'm really sorry. Hi, everybody. Welcome to one of my favorite times of the week, our awesome Gen Y call. We're joining you from all over the world, like Seattle, the middle of nowhere, because Sylvia's doing a road trip from New York to Memphis, so who knows where she is. London, the north of England, and also Scotland. So all over the world, we have people of many different ages. This group is focusing on the Gen Y group, which is 35 and under. And we're really just focusing on showing people, sorry, my train of thought is crazy. Really what it is that we do to really get to live our life to our full potential. We all come from very different backgrounds, and really we all share the same vision and the same dream of to really live a life that perhaps only once we dreamt of, that we never really thought possible. So I'm just going to give a quick intro. Ladies, don't worry too much about not introing people. We can introduce ourselves this evening, but I am going to give my beautiful friend Sylvia, who is traveling on the road, just a mini introduction. She's going to kick off our call, and then we're going to go through. So if we do Sylvia, then we do Ace, then we do Joe, Rebecca, and then we'll come back to me. So Sylvia is someone I met actually when I was in New York before Christmas. She is one of the most kick-ass people I've met in my life. You know, they say proximity is power. Hang around with people that inspire you, push you, motivate you. And, I can't physically be with Sylvia, but I sure as hell make sure I am technology connected with her as much as I can. She lives with her husband and her 2 cats in New York. She was a full-time makeup artist, and now she is full-time working on her dream, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to hand over to her, she's actually on the way to our head office in Memphis, because she kicks ass, basically. So over to you.
Thank you, Tash. Guys, I hope you can hear me well, because as Tasha said, I'm literally in the middle of nowhere today. But I'm really happy that I get to be on this call, because I really want to share, I always share my story, and I'm going to share it today, but I want to share something that happened this week and is happening now that got me really excited. So as Tasha said, I'm a makeup artist. I worked for 7 years for a huge makeup company. But I wasn't working as an artist. I was really working as a manager, as trainer. If you are into something artistic or creative, you know that most of the time what really makes us passionate doesn't pay our bills, or doesn't pay our bills consistently, and that's a problem. So I was working in the field that I loved, which was makeup, but I wasn't doing what I love to do. I wasn't feeling like a sense of purpose. Every morning I would just wake up and be, okay, let's go through this other day. And every night it would be, okay, let's start again tomorrow. And that wasn't enough anymore for me. I started my job when I was 22. It was supposed to be temporary. What happened is that last year I turned 30, and I realized it wasn't that temporary anymore. And I realized that time was just passing by so fly, and nothing was changing. I had that promotions, yeah, but nothing was really changing in my life. Nothing was taking me closer to actually where I wanted to be, to where I wanted to get. And if I thought about of me in 5 years from now, what I saw was exactly where I was at that point. I couldn't see anything really different, and that kind of upset me. So when I was introduced to this opportunity, actually at the beginning I didn't realize the potential, but I understood that it could be an extra strain of income, which was still good. So I thought I would make some extra money to travel a little bit more, or to go out for dinner once more. So for the little things. In a couple of months, I understood that actually this could be so much more. And so it happened that after 8 months, I actually quit my job. And now I get to do this full time. Now, when I say full time, it's not the full time that you're thinking of, because this is my full time. Like today, I'm in my car with my bag in the back, and I'm traveling to Memphis. I'm taking this amazing road trip by myself. I love going on adventures. So it was so amazing that last week I got this phone call, and I was invited to the head office in Memphis. And I could just say, you know what? Yeah, sure, I'm going to go. I don't have to ask anyone. I don't have to ask for days off. I'm just going to jump on my car and drive there. And I'm going to take my time to drive there. And this was just so amazing for me to have that kind of freedom. Something else that I want to share. that happened last night actually. I got a job offer from my old company for the position that I wanted for years. And I said, no thanks. I said, no thanks, because it's not what I want anymore. Because now, now I get to live my life. And there's no promotion, no job title that can pay me back for the freedom that I have now. So I just wanted to share, guys, some of the latest thing that happened into my life. And I'm really so grateful for these opportunities, because for me, it really means that I get to live my life, to make experiences. And that's really what matters to me, to me in my life. So thank you so much for listening to me and to my story. I want to pass over to Jo. Jo is a mom of two, and she has an amazing energy. She's from the UK. I really love her story. So Jo, you can take it from here.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Sylvia. I forgot what it is I'm supposed to say. What am I saying again? Is it product, story, and business? Yeah?
Yes.
I'm saying yes. Okay, awesome. Right, I'll do the business part first. So I said yes to the products and the business because there was no way that I was going to be able to afford just the products on the money that I did get at the time. I've lived the last 4 years of my life on benefits, which I believe is kind of like welfare stuff in America. I don't know. I'm not there, so I don't know. But so I've been living on that, and it's not a lot of money at all. It's enough to just barely get by. And I was really struggling to make ends meet. There were a lot of periods of time where I was worrying about how I was going to make it to the next payday, and I spent a lot of the time just winging it. I don't think it matters too much, Sylvia. I'll pass on to Ace after. Pardon? Okay. Sorry. Can you go through there, please? Please. Okay, never mind. So, I've been living on benefits, and I said yes to the products and the business because it made the most sense. And now that I have said yes, I have the opportunity to provide a much better life for my children, one of which is there. And I can give them a lot more, and a life that I feel that they deserve, because the life that they've had to live so far is not one that I wanted to give them in the first place, but that was the way it was. And I can now show them that even though I'm tired and stuff, that I still get up and I get the work done. And the best part of this business for me as a parent and a single mum at that is that I don't have to rely on people to watch my children so that I can work. I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's difficult to work when you're refereeing 2 hurricanes that destroy the house like that. I'm not even joking. Okay, no, give me that before you actually destroy. He's found a bottle of lotion that will make quite a mess. I will put cream on your feet after. Please go away.
My foot is very soft.
Oh yeah, there's milk on the floor. Great, that's going to be fun. This is my life. And I can show them that with this business, I can show them that if they want a specific life, they have to get out there and work for it. No, I'm not going to sit and hand it to them. That's not what I'm about. And because I'm a single parent, I don't get to miss any of the precious moments, because the beauty of this business is that all you need is a phone and an internet connection and you can do it. And that's one of my favorite parts of it. I'm sorry if that didn't make much sense. Yes, so the products themselves, the capsules actually, have helped me with a lot of issues. I've got a new thing that I've just discovered that they helped me with that it's taken me quite a while to realise. So I've been on them for about, I want to say somewhere between 2 and 3 months now. And they have helped with my skin. I get fewer acne breakouts. This lighting kind of makes me look a bit like crap, so I'm actually flawless. I used to get really bad stress-induced eczema, which is like just dry skin, and it was horrible. It would like appear everywhere, but now I don't get it at all, which is amazing. And did I talk about acne? I'm very tired. Yeah, I think I did. Energy levels. shockingly, they have actually helped with that, which is brilliant. Like before, one of the girls on our team used a quote that I've always remembered. She said she felt like a walking corpse before the capsules. And I really resonated with that because I really did feel like a walking corpse fueled by energy drink and coffee and cake. I like cake. So yeah, because they've helped with my energy levels, I have a lot more patience with my children. I used to have quite a short fuse in that anything would annoy me. It still kind of does, but I can breathe and everything's fine, and I'll probably just go clean the mess up without any complaints. And sleep. Sleep is still something that I struggle with a bit because I have anxiety. I find it really difficult to make my brain shut up. It's annoying. Like, it's not even like worrying thoughts. It's always lying in my bed and I'll be somehow singing "If You're Happy and You Know It, Clap Your Hands" in my head and it won't stop. Maybe I'm crazy. It's also helped me with drinking a lot more water because before the products, like I mentioned, I was a pure caffeine junkie. Coffee, energy juice, and it was quite a shocking amount. I'm surprised I didn't end up with some serious health problems, the amount I was drinking. But I do drink a lot more water now, which does help me feel a lot more healthier. And this is the new thing that I've discovered that the products have helped me with. Has anyone suffered with sciatica before at all? No? Okay, so sciatica is a trapped nerve. So you have a sciatic nerve that runs down your spine and down both your legs. And when I was pregnant with my youngest, she was quite large, and that was her favorite place to sit, was on my sciatic nerve, which causes really, really sharp pain from the bottom of my spine. Okay, down the length of my right leg, so from the bottom of my back to my ankle on my right leg. And it was horrible. I would get it if I walked around too much. I do a lot of walking anyway, and it was horrible. I wouldn't be able to walk. It would be painful to sit down, stand up, move. It was horrible. So the products have helped me with that. I only just realised it. I was like, oh, I haven't actually had that to deal with in a while, because I would have to dope up on like ibuprofen and paracetamol, but I haven't had it in a long time, and it's brilliant. And okay, so my kids are going to be a feature in my story this time. So the products have also helped with my depression, which I'm still waiting to go to the doctors about that one, to come off of my antidepressants that I've been on for the last 3 years. And I'm so excited. I can't wait to... Oh, they're getting annoying. Okay, yeah, thanks. Turn my lights off. That's good. Now I can't see. Oh, yeah, you turn that back on. I'm really sorry. Yes, so they've helped with my depression. And, oh, right, we're turning all the lights on now. Confidence and self-esteem. Because of depression's not that much of an issue anymore. Keep it together. You got this. Right. I'm going to talk about the child health study as well. Or shall I just give that a miss now? I don't know. Yes. Feel free to laugh. My life is laughable. I love making people laugh. It's brilliant. Please leave
It's
that
not
alone.
laughable. You're awesome.
She's touching the... Oh, please leave. I will feed you to the seagulls. There is a pool of milk on my bedroom floor. I'm not... Okay, so moving swiftly on. Ace, I did write a thing down for you. Where'd it go? This is going to be so much fun to watch back.
You're good. It's okay. I'll do it.
Hi, Ace. Nice to meet you. I'm going to go now.
That was great. I'm sorry. That was like the best one ever. I have to say that. Okay. Well, I'm Ace. Obviously, it's my first time sharing, so I have no idea what the heck I'm going to say because I'm like really nervous right now. But I come from a very bad background. I didn't have the best of family. My father used to do some very inappropriate things to me as a child. And then I didn't meet my mom until I was about 13 after certain things had happened to me between my father and stuff. And my mother never really wanted me anyways. So she basically used me for a state check. And she used to like pretty much do things that my dad wouldn't do, but could have done, if that makes sense. So basically she would beat me and my dad raped me. I'll just put it out there. So that's my background. Being with my mom, though, it made me a lot different because, oh my God, I'm going to get emotional. Whew. Okay, so you guys can't look at me, okay? So don't look at me. So all the things that my mom used to put me through, she used to kick me out a lot, and it made me have to end up on the streets, and I was homeless for a good portion of my teenage years. And then I found my boyfriend who got me off of drugs and showed me a different life and stuff. So since then, I've been good. I'm a dancer, so I love to dance. It's one of my favorite things to do. And then I seen my coach's post about working out. She was like, you know, get paid to work out. And I'm all about money. Like, I love money. Like, it's just a great thing to have. So I was like, okay, get paid to work out. Like, that's awesome. Oh, well, let me tell you the major part of my life. So back in 2015, I had a stroke, and I wasn't able to walk for about 6 months. I was on bed rest, and I had to learn how to walk all over again. I ended up gaining about 75 pounds, and I was never used to being this. Like, I've never had one of these before, you know, and I was always really skinny. So being on medication that I'm on, I feel like it's always just kept my weight, like, not where I'm used to it being. So, again, seeing Leah's post, she was like, you know, get paid this amount of money to work out, and I was like, okay, cool, let's do it. And then she told me about the supplements, and actually that's more how I'm taking it. Like, I love the fact that we can make money and travel and all that stuff, but honestly, this stuff has helped me through health more than anything, because now I'm on 1 million blood pressure pills. I'm on 3 different blood thinners because I have a blood clot in the artery to my heart, because I also have heart disease and blood pressure, really, really high blood pressure. Since I've been with our Juice Plus, I haven't been taking my medication in about, what's today? I don't even know. Day 55, that's what I do now. So I haven't taken my medications, and my blood pressure is finally normal. And my blood clot as of last week is gone, and I haven't seen it gone in a year now, almost. So it, to me, really, out of all days, yeah, it's just been like a blessing for me, because I really lost who I was. I haven't been happy in quite a few years because of the weight gain and not being able to walk and not being able to just be happy. And now that I've been on it, like, I'm like, I got me back again, almost. And I'm very spunky again. And that's what I miss about myself. I'm a very spunky, outgoing, and extremely spontaneous person. Like, I'm probably the person that would be like the one that would run through the football field butt naked during a huge football game. That's me. Like, that's how I am. So, you know, and it's just good to have that energy back. And like Joe was saying, my skin is totally freaking good. Like, I used to have the worst acne on my shoulders and my back and like right here on my face. And the only time I get it is if it's that time of the month, and it's still like great. My nails, I don't have fake nails, which is different because I always have fake nails. So they're growing. It's just a blessing. And I can't wait to be more involved with it as far as financially goes. I'm working on it. I'm still new, but I'm getting my people, you know, so it's just awesome. And I want to be a part of this more, and watching Tasha and Sylvia. I even learned from Rebecca and Joe. I learn from you guys all the time. So it's like, you know, it's a big family, and I can't wait to take it to the next level. And I want to take more people to the next level, because I really honestly feel that we as people deserve to be happy, healthy, and financially stable. And I really believe that this is like all in one. So yeah, well, that's me. I'm just going to pass it to Rebecca now. I totally wrote it down too. Hold on, wait. Don't get on it yet, Rebecca. I got it. I got you. Okay. So here's Rebecca. She is a crazy cat lady obsessed with health and fitness. She has recently been battling with mental health problems, but is not using that as an excuse, but rather using it as a motivation to go out and make a difference in others suffering from the same issues and helping them to get back on the road to recovery. So go ahead, Rebecca.
Thank you. So like you said, I'm Rebecca. I live in Yorkshire, north of England, and I've been part of this incredible business since last October. It feels like a lifetime, to be honest. It feels like I've known the people in this team and this amazing business my whole entire life. I can honestly say I've made lifelong best friends with, I knew half of my team anyway before I joined this business, but the other people in the team, hi Joe, the other people, Tasha for example, I class her as one of my closest best friends now, and I've only known her since last October. So since joining the business, both the products and the business have done incredible things for me. So the products, like Joe and Ace, energy levels are the main thing what I've noticed. I used to be crawling through my days basically. I used to go to work and I'd try and work out at the gym. I really enjoy working out, and I never really had the energy to really fully go full out for my workouts, and I was getting frustrated because I was never getting closer to my fitness goals, and it was very, very annoying for me. And I wasn't doing anything apart from going home, relaxing a little bit, and then going straight to bed, going to work, usual routine. Since taking the products, my energy levels have just shot up. If I've forgotten to take them in the morning, I can so tell when, your energy levels are just so down. And at the gym, I usually do quite a lot of circuits as my workouts. That's sort of one of my favourite things to do. I used to do about 4 or 5, maybe 6 on a really good day rounds. And sorry, I got distracted. Notifications. I used to do about 4 or 5, 6 rounds on a really good day. And I could never go beyond that, which meant I wasn't really getting as close to my goals. Whereas now I can do about 8 rounds in a circuit, which for me feels great because I push myself and I can get to the end of those 8 rounds and I feel great, and it's getting me closer to my goals. And I can see the changes in my body the last few months. I've had dips up and down with different problems and stuff, but once I get myself back into it, I just see differences so much faster than I used to. So yeah, it's brilliant. In terms of my skin, like I think I've worn makeup the last 2 times in the last 2 months, I think, because my skin got that good. It took a while for me to see really good differences in my skin, but when I started seeing really good differences, I just stopped wearing makeup, because when your skin's so clear, you don't want to cover it up with makeup. Like, I actually don't like putting it on now. I wear it if I go for go out with my friends on a night out, which is very rare, but I'll put it on then. But I don't like covering up because it's really good skin basically. So energy and my skin, nails, hair, that's the main differences for me. It's just incredible. Like, my nails have never been so long. I'm forever cutting them now, so it's brilliant. But the thing for me is the business, which is one of the main reasons I said yes. The products are amazing, but when I first connected with Tasha, we connected through a fitness page on Facebook. And when we first connected, I was going through a tough time in my life in general, work, personal, and things were really hard for me. I didn't really feel like I had much support around me. So when Tasha connected with me and she started chatting, and then after a couple of weeks, I think it was, she mentioned this community of people she had around her and how supportive they were, and I was like, that just sounds like something I need. It's incredible, like the timing. I really have a strong belief in universe, and everything happens for a reason at the time it should. And on one of the particular days I was having such a struggle, something had just happened and I was in a really bad place, and then Tasha sent me a message at the same time, and to me that was just a sign. I was like, I have to say yes to this. So I said yes. I got signed up, and it was incredible. And the amount of support you get in just any day, but like on your worst days, the amount of support you get is just incredible. So all was good for a few months for me, and I was loving it, and I was progressing, I was connecting with people. And then January was a bit of a dip and I had a low point, but then my team picked me back up. But the time when things got really difficult for me was, I think, April, May time for me. I had 2 of possibly the worst months of my entire life. I hit rock bottom. Things happened at work, my personal life, relationships, everything just went to pot basically. got to the point where I didn't want to be here anymore. I was having suicidal thoughts nearly every single day. I was going to sleep, just going to bed really early in the day, just because I just wanted to shut off my brain. And I was really struggling, and I didn't know what to do with myself. And on these worst days, I was, you know, my team were always there. I'd message Tasha, or I'd message someone in the team, and I'd just be like, they could pick up on the vibes. I wouldn't come out and say, oh, I'm having a bad day. They just picked up on it, and, you know, they'd be right there picking me back up. And jumping on these calls just makes you feel so much better, because even though you don't have anyone physically around, like I'm here on my own, for example, now, like I am quite a lot, apart from my 2 cats, you don't feel alone because you see people over the screen and you're connecting with people. So it's just fantastic. But yeah, I really did hit a low point then, and I didn't think I could get past it at all. And I was in a really bad place. To the point where my sister and mum, they said, you need to go to the doctors, and I had a breakdown, sent me to the doctors, and my doctor diagnosed me with anxiety first off, and then they recommended I get signed up for counselling, and then it got worse, so I went back in 2 weeks, and he diagnosed me with depression as well. Put me on antidepressants, got me signed up for counselling, and I don't know if I've told all the team this, but I actually have just got signed off my counselling just last week, which to me is just fantastic, because I don't know if you can see it in the difference in me, but I feel so much better. Like, it's just incredible. Like, and I'm going back. I went back to my doctor's today, and he can tell the difference, and he's getting me to go back in another couple of weeks to get my my meds reduced as well, to slowly wean me off. So it's just fantastic, and I feel so much better. I finally feel like I'm getting back to my old self, and to me, it would not be possible without this team, because like I said, on the worst days, I could have just ended it. I could have just gone. Like, you don't see when you're in those dark times, like, you have those people around you, but because the team were there, and they're just like, not nagging in a bad way, but they're there and they're pushing. Tasha phoned me on my worst days and was like, go do your affirmations, go watch this, go do that. And I was like, I don't want to do it. And I did it. And that is the reason why I'm still here. So I will be forever grateful for this business and my team. And that's why I will always do it. So big love to you all. So yeah, on that note, we haven't got long left. So I'm going to quickly introduce Tasha. So if I can find...
Don't worry, you can just say something little.
Okay, so in simple terms, Tasha is amazing. She is an international sign model, and she is one of my best friends. And like I said, I won't be here without her. She's amazing. She travels a lot and grows this business just through a phone and traveling, but she will explain that as well. So yeah, over to you, Tasha.
Howdy, partners. Very warm welcome to our Gen Y call. It's me again. So I'm just going to share my story, and then I'm going to wrap up the call a little bit. I always do these calls from where I am. I could be like in an airport or in a train station or running around. I'm never really at home. So if anybody ever tries to tell you they're too busy for this, or, you know, they haven't got time, they travel too much, then you could just share my story. Is really what I want to say to you, because there's just no excuse. Like, you just really got to ask yourself, like, you know, how does your life look in 5 years' time? And if your life doesn't look how you want it to do, then what are you really willing to do to get it to a place where you really want to be, you know? So for me, my gosh, I don't really know where to begin after so many amazing words have been spoken about me. How do I even match up to that? So basically, I started my business about 2.5 years ago. Never really took it seriously until this year. You know, the products that we have within our program are incredible. That's all I can say. You know, I had scoliosis, was told for 5 years that I'll never run and I'll never go on a trampoline again, and it will cause me too much pain. I used to wake up 4 nights a week in pain, ache every morning, ache every night. Now I am 95% pain-free. I exercise every day. I do lots of walking and running. I run a half marathon. So, you know, it's been amazing for me. Like, this program's been amazing, but it wasn't really until the beginning of this year in January, when I was put through a really hard time as a model, that I really started to see the value in what this could do for me as a business and also a product. So, you know, I knew the product was good. My belief was 10 out of 10, but I really didn't think I could believe in it more. And the point is, I do believe in it so much more than I ever have in my life. And basically, I was pretty much starving myself to please my agency, or at least do what I thought I needed to do in order to, you know, be successful as a model. And the fact is, it's not true. You can be successful, you know, no matter what size you are. It's just all about mindset. It's all about the energy that you emanate in this world. And Oh my gosh, excuse me. You know, it's crazy because now I've never been happier, and I went through the darkest times of my life this year, but I'm not going to sit here and sing this sob story to you. You know, my life was good. I had this conversation earlier, and it really made me realize my life was good. When I was introduced to this business, my life was good, and I sat on it for 2 years and didn't really do that much. And, you know, my life was good. I was happy. I was in a good place, and I started modeling, and my life was good. Beginning of this year, my life was good. You know, Milan happened. Of course, that wasn't good for me, but now my life is great. My life is fucking, excuse my French, great. I really didn't mean to do that. My life is great. It's really freaking great. Like, I'm really happy with where I'm at. I've never felt so enlightened, and that isn't just this business. You know, it's the energy that I've put out to this world. And, you know, when you put good things out to this world, because this business has allowed me to do that, you know, we help people. That's it. You want to make money? Go and freaking help some people. That's it. That is the bottom line. There's no ifs, buts, maybes. What do I do? How do I do this? You want to earn money? You go and help some people get healthy. You go and help people take ownership of their life and their finances and, you know, what they really want to be in this world. That's it. There is no secret sauce. There's no special ingredient. That's the main point. So for me, this business now, I'm going to fast forward and tell you where I'm at now. Before I was a full-time waitress, I was, you know, trading time for money, waiting on a Sunday for my rota for the whole week, being told off every shift because I love speaking to my customers, and, you know, it wasn't like, oh, you're not paying enough attention to the rest of the customers. Shut up. Anyway, so I was, you know, I was comfortable, you know, I was in a good place, but I wasn't in a great place. And what I do now with this business is I get to travel the world. I spent the last 5 out of 8 months traveling the world. I've been to pretty much 3 different major cities in America, West and East Coast. I've been to lots of different places in Europe. I now live in London, and you know, I managed to afford living in one of the most expensive cities in the world and still being able to go traveling and do what I want to do and own my life. Sorry. And you know, I really just, I'm very happy now, and I'm living a great life. I'm not living a good life anymore. I'm living a great life, and it's really because of this business that I am the model I am the person I am the leader I am, and I would not be anything without my team, and I'm so grateful for them. But, you know, what I really want to leave this video with more than ever is, sorry, it's been a bit all over the place. I think we were a bit like thrown into the deep end today, me included. But we love deep ends, and what I'm gonna, that's a bit gross, sorry. But what I'm gonna say to you is, I don't know if we can send this to anyone. What I'm gonna say to you guys is that, you know, if not this, then what? If you're not gonna choose something that's gonna be flexible around your current life, around doing what you want to do every day, you know, this business can be whatever you want it to be. You have to decide what you want that to be. Like, I can't decide that for you. I can certainly help you on the way, but I can't, you know, physically push you. Like, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, right? So, you know, if not this, then what? Because this business can wrap around your life, whether you're a mum, whether you're a cat care assistant, whether you're a retired makeup artist at, however old Sylvia is, I think she's 29, you know, or a model, whatever you want this to be, like, it's fine. The other thing is, if not now, then when? Don't sit on your dreams forever. Don't sit on it and waste your life away, because anything can happen tomorrow. You've got to really live like there's no tomorrow, and really live every single day like you did the best thing that you could do to really live a life full out. Do you want people to say you had a good life, or do you want people to say you had a really freaking great life and you really treated life with the full respect it deserved? So with that, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining the call. And if you've watched the recording back, then I hope you had a laugh watching us, because this is just what we do. You don't need to be a serious person to do this business. In fact, we prefer it if you're not serious. No, I'm kidding. Anyway, ciao for now.
Love y'all. Y'all be safe. Have a good
Bye.
day.
This call was amazing.
Right?
Stop recording, Rebecca. Stop the record.